The 13th of November, and my name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia, going live every Thursday morning for a bit of live on the fly card making. Although I do have something in mind, kept me awake during the night, struggling. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So today I'm going to be using one of the color inspiration challenges, and this one is actually going to be a bit of a challenge for me because it is quite heavy in colors. And I'm also going to be using the Delicate Pines stamp set. So I'm actually going to be casing a card that I made about 11 years ago. So hopefully we can sort of get something happening. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we are going to jump in and get started straight away. Hopefully I am actually streaming, so that would be a shame if I wasn't. Okay, so I have got all of my bits and pieces here ready. Like I said, the colors are going to be really, really strong. So we've got Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and Pecan Pie. So, and my original card, I think, was Real Red, Old Olive, and Crumb Cake. So I'm hoping that I can sort of swing this together, but who knows. So what I am going to do, it's going to be lots of heavy layering as well. So let's get started. I've got lots of embossing to do and all sorts of goodies. So where am I going to start? I think I will start with my embossing machine. So I have got out the plaster painting. Oh my goodness, I can't get my words out this morning. Jump in, say hello if you are watching, just so that I know that everything is actually streaming properly. I'm going to need my big machine for this one. So hopefully everything is going smoothly. Oh, I was a bit late this morning. Oh, wait, I need different plates for this one, don't I? If I'm going to be embossing. So I need you, and one of you. No, just you. Oh, my goodness, I can't get my 1 and 4. That's it. That's all I need. So I'm going to emboss my actual card front. So I don't even know whether my chat comments are working, or I will just continue on. So I'm just going to emboss the front part of this, and I'm also going to emboss a layer as well. So I'm going to do them at the same time. Get all my stuff together. So we're just going to pop it along where that is, line you up, close you up, and run you through. Good morning, Margaret. We are working. Thank goodness for that. Must just be slow off the bat. I was a little slow actually in getting the event set up, so the reminders. So that may have, whoops, that may be part of it. All right, so we've got that beautiful texture going on. I don't have a lot of Christmassy textures, and then just a little bit of texture going there. In my original card, I had dots, so which I definitely do not have. I better clear up all my mess, otherwise I won't be able to think clearly. All right. Oh, good morning, Marilyn. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Nicole. Yay, everybody's starting to come in. So you haven't missed much. I am just working with a very heavy color palette today, and I'm going to try and make it look okay. And I'm trying to recreate a card that I actually put it on my Facebook page the other day. It had the cardinal on it. Okay, so let's give this a little bit of a ink blend, and there's lots of layering on this one as well. So we'll do a little bit of ink blending around the edges. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it'll show up. I was going to say, sometimes my red doesn't show too strongly. But we have got a super strong palette today. And I might even have to switch this to a white base, but I'm hoping that I can still tie it all together. So how has everybody been? Everybody's probably, all the demonstrators who usually come and watch are probably poring over the new mini catalog and online exclusives that we got a sneak peek for. So, but they don't come out until January for customers. So I won't be saying too much about that because it's sneak peek, unless you want to come and join Stampin' Up, and then you'll get to see all the little sneak peeks as well. So this one's a super early sneak peek. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of, I'll probably bring this out and do a little bit more ink blending with my red a little bit later on, my cherry cobbler, I should say. Good morning, good morning. Oh, awesome. Oh, Leslie, got your groceries being delivered. I've never done that. Never. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So this is a scary palette for me. I'm not going to lie. Just saying. Okay, next we have got green, and I'm double layering everything again. Remember back in the day where we used to double layer everything, and I thought, well, let's go old school and see if we can still get it. It makes for a pretty beefy card, I'll tell you that. Okay, this one's shaded spruce. So the colors don't have a lot of difference in value. Like normally I would probably put these two colors together, but then I would probably go for like not pecan pie. I probably would have gone for crumb cake instead, but as it's the color inspiration challenge, I've sort of got to stick to the rules a little bit. And of course, there's a lot of people over in Las Vegas at the moment for the Stampin' Up backstage for leaders. So obviously I am not there. I am here. Okay. So then we have got our shaded spruce, which will go on the front there. Hi, Wendy. Hello, hello. Okay, and then my next layer, my next set of panels is the pecan pie, which is the one that scares me. But I will still use it. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping with this one. So I am going to grab this nice little, I'm just going to do some background stamping. So I'm going to just grab this tiny weeny little snowflake, which is made out of the pines, and make sure I've got the correct layer, and I'm going to just stamp this randomly over the top. So, and a good way to stamp randomly is to put your first one down and then go in a triangle pattern. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go 1, 2, and I'll pop a third one down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get the drift. And then when it comes close to the edges, stamp off 1, 2, 3. And then I usually come back and fill in. You can probably get a little bit over there and a tiny little bit off there. And maybe just a smidge on there. I don't want to over clog it. And I think I'm going to leave that out. And I think I'm going to use that again in a moment. Actually, I won't clean off that because I will scrape that up and use that. Look at that. Oh, I think my lights just flickered. We have a rainy day today. Apparently our weekend is going to be fairly rainy. And of course, the Southern Lights are out at the moment as well. I know the Northern Lights, I saw them and I thought, oh, spotted them, seeing people's photos of them, and I thought ours will probably be really cool. I've never seen them. Our house faces the south and I still can't see them. So I don't know whether it's because we've got a big night light, the street light outside our house on the corner, whether that's stopping from being seen or not. But okay, so a little bit of ink blending, and then I'll layer that onto another panel, and that's going to go across the bottom there. See, like I said, it's a very, very, very heavy palette. I'm going to keep going. I don't know whether I'm going to like this or not, but we'll keep going. Okay, so next is I'm going to stamp on, I have got a white panel, which is going to break that up a little bit. And then I'm going to do some embossing on red and green again. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now, oops, that's still a bit wet. There we go. There we go. Oh, too much light pollution. I think that's where I'm having trouble too, because I'm seeing people from Port Lincoln put absolutely stunning photos out, and I'm like, how come I can't see it? Like our lounge room window directly faces the south, and it's like, I still can't see it. Okay, so I want to go really, really lightly with this. So I'm actually going to stamp off twice and then just stamp really, really, and I normally stamp up in that top corner, and now I've ruined myself. I'm going to have to start from down the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that one was heavy. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll stamp off a bit more. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, concentrating. 1, 2. I've really mucked myself up. If I started in the top corner like I always start, I probably would have been fine, but I'm a little bit of a mess at the moment. 1, 2, 3. How bizarre. I'm going to pick up this color. There we go. How's that? And then once again, I'm just going to do a light. I'm going to try and do a light, so I'm going to hold my handle back a little bit further, so I can't put pressure on the head and make it darker than what I want it to be. So I just want it a little bit on the lighter side. Yeah, I know some people's, and I've often heard that you can't actually, like a lot of them you can't see with the naked eye, and that you can see it better through a camera lens. So anyway, one day, mind you, if I actually left my lounge room, left my house and went out past my street light, then I probably might see something, but I'm lazy at that time of the night. Okay, so we've got my white to break up all of that, and I can put this stuff away at the moment. Oh, I haven't got a piece for my sentiment, but that's okay. Yeah, even some photos on iPhones. I'm like, it must be it has to be the street light. Okay, so I'm going to now bring in some more heavy stuff. I'm going to stamp white emboss. So I'm hoping that the white will lift these cards. So I'm going to emboss white on cherry cobbler, and I'm going to do white on shaded spruce. So hopefully the white embossing is going to lift them up. And then by the time I've got this on as well, a lot of this gets covered. So I started off with a smaller layering, but then what I do sometimes is I just grab my stamp, bring this in. Sometimes I just grab my stamp and I layer it on here, and I go, it was going to cover up all of that green, and I thought, yeah, I think I need to make my layers a little bit bigger. So I actually had to recut some of mine, but that's okay. Okay, what if I can do these at the same time? What do I need? My fancy funnel, and my Versamark, and my white. Oh, Wendy's daughter got some photos. Oh, I'm jealous. They're so pretty. And up in the north, you guys seem to get like the pinks and purples, whereas we tend to get greens down here. And I think it might depend on the time of the night as well. So, but I think a lot of the photos that I'm seeing from down south are greens and purples. Okay, let's get this pressed in. Try and get up all the, oh, you know what I forgot? Where's my reminder? Somebody last week, I can't remember who it was, sorry, but my reminder to use my pillow so that I didn't get flecks where I didn't want them, this anti-static pillow, because I always forget to use it. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, I'll set you aside and we'll do the smaller one, and then we can just emboss all at the same time. So this one's a pretty one. I've only used this stamp set once, but it is going to be the theme for my next Creative Card Makers Club tutorial next month. And I am thinking of doing it in non-traditional colors. So stepping away from the designer series paper, which I don't actually have, which were really rich colors too, by the way. But I am thinking of doing pinks and blues and greens, so make it a really whimsical set of Christmas cards. Okay, get you guys out of the way. You out of the way. What do I need? I need this. Excuse the noise. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to get out the dies to match them. I'll have to get up in a moment and get them out. Gee, I wish I had someone who could hold this while I grabbed them or grab them for me. I came in my craft room. I actually got up a little bit earlier this morning and I thought I'll come in and get all these card size prepped. Oh, which reminds me, as I'm trying to shout over the top of this noise, if you want the instructions to this card, the PDF will go out next week in my newsletter. So if you head on over to alisatilsner.com, which is just down the bottom here under my hand, you'll see the newsletter sign up, and all the measurements for all these layers and everything will be in that tutorial in both inches and centimeters. And you'll also get access to my library of tutorials, which I need to add some more. I might do them today. I need to add some more to it, but there's about 135 or something tutorials in there at the moment. So excuse me for a second. I just need to jump up and find my dies. So, oops, I'm stepping on things as well. Delicate pines. What are they called? Oh, Snowy Delights. What's that one? I don't know. I can't remember whether it's a big packet or a little packet because I'm not finding them so far. Oh my goodness. Found him. But I'm curious. Snowy Delights. I don't recall having. Oh, I know what that one is. I think Snowy Delights. Is that that? Yep, I know what that one is. Oh yes, I forgot. I also have that AI. I should get the link for that because I had that on my website. But wow, check out all of these dies. Crazy. And I'm just going to, because obviously I haven't used these yet, I'm just going to quickly run around the ones that I'm going to use so I know where to put them back. That one and this one. So, whoops. Whoops. Okay, and those two, I'll do the rest another time because I'm pretty sure I can run that one through my mini machine. Pinks, purples, oh, so nice. I'm sure there'll be more of them in time to come. And now it's raining. It's been drizzly all day, so there probably won't be opportunity tonight. Not that I'm going to go out and look for them, but I guess if you want to see them, you've got to get out of your comfort zone, right? All right, so let's get this die cut. I think I've got it right. Oof. That AI chat that I did you know that you can even upload a cover, like take a screenshot of one of the stamp sets and upload it into it, and then ask it for a color combination that would suit that particular stamp set. Done that too. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's get this going. We're a little bit wrinkly. Okay, Wendy says she loves these colors. Oh, good. They're very heavy for me. Many years ago, we had an old-fashioned looking couple of skates. Yes. Oh, you know what? I have been thinking about doing that broken glass technique for a while now, and I've been thinking I must try it again. The cracked glass, is that what? Yeah. I've been thinking I must do that, but in my head I was thinking, how am I going to? I can't do it live because it obviously has to go in the freezer for a few minutes, but I've been thinking about doing that technique again. There's a couple of old school techniques I've been thinking about doing. Okie dokie. Okay, so this is what I've got looking at the moment, and I'm also going to put some white baker's twine and also a sentiment, which I must do now. Don't mind me just going to the floor to my pile of white scraps. So I think I'm just going to do Celebrate the Season, I reckon, which is this one here. And I'm going to do it on white just to keep that a little bit lighter again. So I'll just drop it on my mat, pick it up with my block so that it should be nice and straight. Now, colour. Colour for the sentiment. I am thinking maybe cherry cobbler. I'm not going to double layer this one. And the other one, the other technique I was thinking about doing that hasn't, you know, the embossing technique, was that one where you layer it, layer and layer it, and you get it hot, and then but this one scares me, and then you sink your stamp into it, and I'll do that later. And you get that, I don't remember what it's called. You use it, like you do it with gold or copper or silver, and you get that sort of metallic impression. Okie dokie, let's get this cut out. Are we straight? Right, so if I cut, normally I try and line up some of the words with the edge of this trimmer, so I know whether I've cut straight or not. But sometimes, like this one, sometimes some of the letters pop out higher than other letters on the font, if you know what I mean. Yep. Okay. That will go down the bottom. Should I do anything on the ends? I think I'll just... Actually, maybe I will. Bear with me 2 seconds while I get another little punch out. This one retired many, many, many moons ago, but I sometimes... there's a few punches that I have kept. It's the little banner punch. Mind you, there is a new one which I haven't got. I should get, actually. It's got 3 different banners on it, and you could probably do this same thing with those punches. It's a triple punch, and the banners are actually pretty cool. So I should get that one. All right. So that'll go down the bottom, and let's just edge it really lightly, really lightly, just to take the edge off, because I've got it around that layer. So I'll just do that as well. It's super, super light. All right. So very enamel embossing. Oh, not good. Okay. Well, I won't be doing that technique then, because if Stampin' Up are going to all photopolymer, best not I do it. I would probably, it'd be just my luck I melt my photopolymer stamps or something. So thank you for that. I won't be doing it. All right, let's now, I have to glue all these massive layers together. All right, set you aside. Let's start. Look at them all these layers. And I'm going to use the green glue because as much as I don't really like it, it's probably the quickest. And because I've got such a fine layer on them, it'll be quicker, and I can use that slip factor to get everything lined up straightly. That didn't cut quite nicely. And mind you, I can go quite inwards. I don't have to go right on the edge. Okay, get that lined up. And then this one. Whoop, bumpy, bumpy. Oh, you know what else would make it quite light? If you flicked a bit of white ink over it. That would look quite pretty as well. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something else. If you flick a bit of Wink of Stella on there, that would look really pretty because it would catch in the light. I might have to think about that. Let me do these, and then I like to sort of reassess where I am at. So this will go, now that everything's stuck together a little bit better, I can actually see where things are going. And then that. And then we'll have these guys stuck on there, and then that. So should I do a little bit of white splatter, and should I do, I might put it on afterwards. I want to put a, actually I could put that, here we go. I could put that across there instead. How does that look? Is that a little bit better? Marilyn, enamel embossing, you just get your embossing powder. Generally it's a metallic color, and you do one lot, and then you ink, like you just keep putting layers and layers and layers until you get quite a thick, some people used to do it on chipboard too because it would get really quite thick. And then while it's still hot, you sink your stamp into the hot embossing, and then you let it cool down, and then you can take it out and it leaves the impression. So if you had like the snowflake, a little snowflake, you could do a little square of it or a little circle, and it would leave the indent of the snowflake in the embossing. But as Nicole just said, best not do it with photopolymer because you don't want to melt your stamp either. Okay, yes to white splatter. Okay, awesome. I think I'm going to do it like that with the sentiment across the middle. And okay, so let me get my card made, and then we'll do some ink splattering. And just because this was so much quicker, I'm going to use the green glue again. Maybe the green glue will be, and this one, because it's got all these wrinkles in the embossing, I'm just going to press that a little bit further just so that it actually sticks. Alrighty, and we'll put, I might do my ink splatter before I put these on, otherwise they'll get ink splatters on them as well. And if I get ink splatter on my sentiment, it'll bleed. So I will do that. I will do the ink splatter first and probably make a nice mess while I'm at it. Alright, we'll put you there. All right, and then we'll go for this one here. Oh my gosh, so many layers. So many. It's been a long time since I've done this many. We'll put you towards the top. And actually, we'll bring you down a little bit. Make sure you're in the middle. And everything's getting a little bit like wonky because I've got so many layers going on as well. Here comes my That's my husband just coming in, and he'll probably forget that I'm going live, so hopefully he doesn't come inside. Okay, so ink. I need white ink. Need my white, and got stuff in there already. Normally I use a paintbrush, but I think I actually have a, yeah, this one's got white in it already. So because sometimes the white gets sucked back up. So I have this one, and it doesn't want to, this one takes a while for the, oh, I should have not put it, I should have done it without that on. Never mind. Nope. I think this one's a bit jammied up. Nope. Excuse me while I go and fill my little container of water. There we go. There we are. Okay, now watch me get it everywhere now. Yep, everywhere. It's going everywhere. Okay, so that's given some splatters going on. Okay, put you in there. Close you up. And I will just give this a quick wipe down because it has spread a little bit. You can never see it, but it's there. Thankfully, it's not on my iPad screen this time. I did once and it just went everywhere. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my dimensionals. I'm running out of these guys. So let's stick these two. Oh, wait, I've got to put some, oh, I keep forgetting things. I want to put some white twine around there as well. So these ones you can probably just sort of offset them any way you want. We'll get that on. Now ribbon, and I've got it sitting right here and I nearly forgot it as well. Nicole says, because she's knows more about this than me, she said be sure to double Versamark the stamp to put it into the molten embossing powder so that it releases. Right, okay. So for that, yes, it's like I was going to say like lubing it up. Sort of is. It's like greasing it. It's like, you know, when you do your cake making and you want to release it. All right, so let's get this on. And so it's been really, really long time since I've done it, but I'm glad I didn't just go ahead and go, oh, I'm just going to do this with my favorite photopolymer stamp set. All right, so hopefully that's given it a bit of a lighter touch as well. It does sound scary. I think I've only ever done it once, to tell you the truth. You're probably just better off to buy a wax seal kit or something and save your stamps. All right, how are we going now? Good-o. That's hooked over my pecan pie layer. So let's bring that down a little bit. And then we're going to put you across. So I'm just going to scoot this back. I don't know whether I'll tie it in a bow. Oh, I probably can't tie it in a bow. I probably don't have enough room. Okay, embossing, more dimensionals. All this talk about embossing. And I think I'm going to put a few on because we've got quite a lot of stuff going on over there. And I've run out. Oh, you know what? I'll just use a black one instead. Okay. All right, so we'll pop that on, and I've sort of left it so that the twine can run through the middle there. pop you on. And then we'll pop this on. And I will cut off the edges for this. And I'll just pop it straight across. Big piece. And does it need any sparkly on it, do you think? I wouldn't know where to put the sparkly. We've got so much else going on. We've got a lot of height going on here as well. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's a pretty chunky card, and I'm definitely going to have to do an insert for this one, but I will do that one when I'm finished because it won't be anything fancy. So there we have it. Ta-da! Big, dark, scary. Big, dark, and scary. Actually, it's not that bad. Actually, it's pretty rich in like if you had a winter Christmas, this would probably be quite warming and comforting. But here in Australia, where we have a nice hot, well, supposed to have a hot Christmas, it might be a little bit too warm. So there we go. Oh, Nicole said that it's not scary. It's awesome. Made a clear pendant from a small scrapbooking metal frame and clear embossing powder and an ink refill. Oh, wow. Would love to see that. Would love to see it. Sounds really nice. Okay, so there we have it. I don't think I'm going to put any bling on there. You could, if you want, you could go and add some Wink of Stella splatter on there as well if you wanted to. Oh, Shrinky Dinks. I remember that. I haven't done it on there. I did do Shrinky Dinks for a little while, but never enameling on there. That sounds cool too. Okay, so I think that is it. I don't think I've got any news to tell. I am doing a 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, so I'm giving away the contents of the Advent calendar. So every $50 of orders that you place with me this month will go into the drawer, and then in December I'll draw out a winner to get the contents of behind each day, 12 days, and I'll open the door and you'll receive the prize. So, but that's it. That's all I've got to share with you. I'm glad it did sort of work out in the end. I probably would have preferred crumb cake instead of pecan pie, but it's okay. At least I've got an entry for the color inspirations. So if you're looking to do, if you want a challenge, here you go. You have to use the same color combination and go to the Color Inspirations challenge group, and you make your card and then pop it in there, and you might win for the month, I think it's 2 weeks it goes for. Excellent. Okay, that's it from me, and we will see you again this time next month. So next month, oh my gosh, next week. I will see you on the next Thursday. I don't know, it's probably the 21st or something, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not that far away. Anyway, we'll see you next week. So take care, have a great weekend, and we'll see you again later. Bye.